huge thank you to everyone who watched the video on my non-cricketers 11, and especially those many people who came out with lists of their own. Not too sure how I feel about the many chess players and wrestlers in your list, but I'll leave that for now. I did mention that I wanted to do my own Australian 11, so I've put one together. I've gone Greg Norman to open. Look, he may not be great on the last day of the test, but he blitzed the first few, and isn't that what an opener's for? Lionel Rose was a tough slogger who had a good technique. It just seems like an ideal opener for me. Walter Lindrum holds the World Professional Billiards Championship from 1933 until 1950. I'm not sure how impressive that is, but my dad always goes on about him, so I'm putting him in at number 3. I could only pick one Aussie rules footballer, and I'll be honest, that was tough for me. I went with Scott Pindlebury because he's silky smooth, and also when he plays, everything just seems to slow down around him. That's kind of what a number 4 does. Vicki Wilson slots in at number 5, just a great scorer. Pure, great scorer, like her at 5. For my all-rounder, I've gone Nova Peris-Kneebone. She appeared at 2 Olympics for 2 different sports. That's a proper all-rounder. Also, I think I'd make her my captain. Gone very simple with the wicket-keeping position here. Dave Nielsen was a catcher in baseball, and he also cut his Major League Baseball career short to represent Australia. That's what you want, isn't it? Someone willing to lose some money to go to an Olympics for Australia. Respect, plus good glove work. Had huge problems with the basketball position, I'm not going to lie to you there, but Lauren Jackson, I still think, at the moment, is Australia's greatest basketballer. Slamming it onto a length from her height, good luck playing that. Pat Rafter was always one of my tennis guys because I love serve volley, and also because he had a lot of top spin on his second serve, so that's what I'm looking for, that extra spin from him. Also worth remembering, he was very good at snaring return chances. I wanted a sprinter in this, I wanted someone fast, so I've gone with Peter Norman, an absolute legend of Australian athletics. Silver medal in the 68 Olympics, but even more than that, the fact that he agreed to support the other legends on the podium with him. I know he's going to stand up for what's right, while also being quicker than everyone else. And at number 11, I've gone Susie O'Neill. She has 8 Olympic medals, and her swimming has speed, endurance, and variety. Come on now, that's a fairly easy call. But I couldn't stop there. In fact, it was actually hard for me not to make an 11 of almost every different thing I could come up with, but I've also come up with a basketball 11. Opening the batting for my basketball 11 is Dikembe Mutombo, because he would block the shit out of everything, and also really antagonise the bowlers. It should be pointed out that he's also my favourite basketballer of all time. Alan Iverson, I've gone to open with Mutombo. Mutombo can't really score that much. I wanted a natural scorer at the other end, a little bit selfish, but they have formed a good partnership before, so I'm banking on them doing it again. At number 3 is Michael Jordan, because he probably is the greatest of all time.
If I weren't real, could I do this?
At 4, I've gone for Julius Erving. He just, style and points. He had it all. That's what I'm looking for in number 4. Scoring, but looking pretty. For all-rounder, I've gone Oscar Robertson. He could score, dish, and rebound. That's an all-rounder for me. But also on top of all that, he just racked up incredible numbers, and that's what you're looking for in your all-rounder. Unless you're Australian, you've probably not heard of Phil Smyth, but he's an Australian point guard and leader for many years on the court. He played basketball while looking like he was an accountant. It was such a brilliant combination, and he led from the front, and really, a lot of what's happened in Australian basketball since is because of Phil Smyth's work. So, straight in, captain for me. Had trouble with the keeping position. Someone else suggested Dennis Rodman, and I really liked that, but I've gone with Russell Westbrook, and the reason is he's 6'3" and he averages over 8 rebounds a game. That's a great pair of hands. Put a pair of gloves on that, he's over 10 rebounds a game. Awesome for my wicketkeeper. Plus, he could score. For the spinner, I've gone Steph Curry, because he would toss them up all day, without any fear, over and over again. That's a spinner for me. With the new ball, I'm going Bill Russell. You're not scoring on him, are you? Let's be honest. And he's a winner. He gets the new ball and he can do whatever he wants with it. At first change, I've gone Luka Doncic, and it's because he's all skills. And yeah, he's not very quick. So you'd think you can get on top of him, but you can't beat him. He would always find a way to beat you. And it doesn't matter what pace he bowls, he would still get the ball beyond you. That's what I'm looking for. And at number 11, I'm going with the boy from Melbourne, Ben Simmons. He's quick, tall, smart. There's a few rough edges there, but I like that in a fast bowler. Just let it go, Ben. So that's it. There are my 2 11s. I did have a Beat Writers 11 and a Songwriters 11 and many other random 11s, but I thought I'd leave it with these 2. If you'd like to come up with your own random cricket 11, please do so in the comments. This is far more fun than any of us would like to publicly admit.